This Christmas season, the people at Synthetic Cheese want to remind you of the reasons we're all gathered together. The reason for the season, as it is often referred to, is simple. We must all care for and love each other, treat our friends and family and fellow people with respect, and remember that there is only one true wall-mounted surface-dwelling Christmas sprite. His name? Wedgie, the original. Wedge on a ledge. Every Christmas, we eat cheese. This is an undisputed fact. But did you ever sit back and think about why that is, just for one damned second? Probably not, but you can't be blamed for being thoughtless. But who can? Prince Albert, of course. In the late 1700s, Germany was celebrating the kind of Christmas that we might find familiar today. Christmas trees, presents, Santa Claus, whom the heathens called Sinterklaas, and of course, the ceremonial offerings for Santa and his slave gnomes. Families of all economic levels would often leave their last scraps of food out for Santa Claus, whom most adults recognized as merely symbolic of local burgermeisters with keys to the city, or skeleton keys that allowed them to abscond with seasonal treats and staples. Families would often pass on treats that were too spoiled to eat to the next house over, as a disincentive to upper-class theft. This is where our good friend Wedgie came from, as well as the original starters that were the first generations of what we now know as synthetic cheese trademark. In 1848, Prince Albert of England, a German duke, brought his traditions, including the Christmas tree, to England. Soon a number of Albert's traditions became anglicized, including the wedge on a ledge. The English love of cheese is even theorized to have originated here, and the royal wedge became a coveted position amongst Wedgie and his peers. Over the years, many German Christmas traditions would pass to time, including the cinnamon lump, Yuletide candy canings, mulled soup, marshmallow trousers, and, unfortunately, the wedge on a ledge. Perhaps this was due to economic issues or the danger of unpasteurized, excessively aged open-air cheeses, but whatever the reason, the wedge was now a thing of the past. Naturally, Wedgie and other traditionalists were disconcerted over this. Even Germany began to forget. Campaigns sprung up to bring the position and the tradition back, but to no avail. Christmas remained jolly, but somehow incomplete. The wedge on a ledge had once been there to watch over your Christmas festivities for generations. But instead, World Wars I and II happened, some of which might be because there was no wedge to watch over the world's families. Eventually, Wedgie managed to have a tobacco and a genital piercing named after Prince Albert to shame him, and when those didn't work, he created a classic joke. But none of those things ever brought back the magic of what it meant to be the royal wedge on a ledge. Until now. Now, Wedgie can forever sit on any household ledge, judging you and your family, making sure you don't forget your Christmas obligations. Make sure to leave out some actual cheese for Wedgie to eat as well, because that is how he gets his supernatural powers. And don't do anything gross within earshot. He can hear you. Merry Christmas from Wedgie and Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour. How to care for your Wedgie. Do not clean. Keep away from cold. Throw away competing platform resting toys. Do not get dirty. Keep away from heat.